It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
We got this. Mike, 120. Mike, 5-4. Let's go, D. DC. Switch. Hold on. Check.
On first down, gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
We go tonight. 180. 54. Here we go, D.
From the gun, here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Great. Here we go. Black 80. Time to go, night.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Here we go.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Here we go.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 22 on the season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Check right 50. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Bring it. 2 for 66.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A play fake to Gurley, now gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Touch. 56. Check 56. Hey, exit. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goff now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10.
We go, 76, 76, smooth.
To the air again, Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker it.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. done. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at